Welcome back for another week of the Intellect Connect Podcast.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
You got your two hosts with the most. You got your man, Kevin. Yeah, man, D. What's going on with y'all? I just want to address something real quick. So, my man had posted in the comments. I don't know how the comment got deleted, but he was like, since we are the Intellect Connect Podcast, y'all should be the intellectuals. I respect that. 100%.
I definitely like that myself.
Yeah.
That's different.
So, well, this been another week. What's going on with you, brother?
This another week, man. I get ready to start at the MGM.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. What's up with you?
Another week, another day, another dollar. I don't really like that saying so much, but you know, just another week.
I got you.
Times are changing, man. Times are changing, and with times changing, you gotta adapt. And I watch a podcast called Dormtainment, you know, real good podcast. And actually, I've been watching that group since like 2010, high school days. And they talked about this one topic that I want to talk about. I want to get into. I want your perspective on, where they were saying how he was telling a story about how a girl gave a guy a number.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl gave the guy the number, and the guy called her, and she didn't answer because I'm guessing she didn't save his number, and he left a voicemail, and she took that as a turnoff because, you know, who still leaves voicemails these days? You could just text. Mm-hmm. But my question is to you, like, how do you adapt with the times nowadays? Like, I know you're already dating somebody, but I'm just saying, like, how do you adapt with times, just like, not even just in relationships, but just with life?
Like you said, the key word is adapting. That's number one. I also feel like even outside of relationships, like some things that we go about doing may be a little better, but some things are also done better. Like back in the day, like sometimes like raising your kids, like my opinion. Sometimes this generation raise their kids a little bit too loose. Like they're scared to discipline their child. And I'm not saying you have to beat a child. That's why I said discipline. Like they're scared to discipline their child because of society.
I was about to say that's the number one thing, bro. Society will fucking have your ass issuing a public statement as a parent, and I'm just sitting here like, bro, like you don't have to. That's the thing that goes on with Twitter. They go, oh well, I turned out just fine. Yeah. No, you're broken. you're bottled up anger and everything. Like I won't say, oh, I turned out fine. No, you don't have to parent how you were parented, but you don't have to have your kids out here wilding and your son out here, the one that's out here cursing and doing all this craziness, and you like, oh well, he don't need to be beat. He don't need to be like, you know.
I definitely agree. I also, it's just me. I feel as though like especially when you have multiple kids, mm-hmm. like we both have kids, not a kid.
2 daughters, shorty.
I'm a son and daughter for myself, but like you realize that like you can't and you shouldn't raise both kids the same way,
right?
Because everybody is a different individual, and like
right.
Yelling at one that might get them straight, but that might not do nothing for the next one. They might not hear that. Like, or, you know, you can sit down and talk to one, and the other one you might have to show. It's like you said in the last episode, the last part, like, everybody takes information and perceives it and differently. Yeah. I don't feel like you can raise every kid the same way. Mm-hmm. I feel like you lose a child. Like, you know, if you was raised a certain way, but like super strict or whatever like that, I'm not saying be loose with the kid, but like, remember how that made you feel.
Yeah. So, yeah. I agree with you, but the one thing about the raising your kids the same, mm-hmm. when you do have a son and a daughter, when your son falls down and he scrapes his knee, do you pick him up and say, oh, it's going to be okay? And when your daughter falls down, do you pick her up and baby her? Or do you do both of them the same? Good.
I mean, since he's a little older, if it's something that like I told him stop or whatever like that, he wanted to keep going on.
He learned this lesson?
Yeah, it's like, okay, you have to learn a lesson, but I'm still pick you up, make sure you're alright, but like.
But do you baby him like you would baby your daughter?
I probably baby both of them.
Respect.
I probably do baby both of them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Respect. Because most parents would be tough on one, put tough on the boy and then baby the girl. Like, that's gonna end up, you know.
See, I ain't gonna lie to them. Like, I want my daughter to be thorough. Like,
So you want to be tougher with your daughter?
Not tougher on her, but I just want her to be thorough. Like, you know, we supposed to be guys and stuff. We already at a certain age. I feel like, you know, you'll learn. I can't do this out here. I gotta toughen up. But like, you don't want your daughter to be like, oh, hey, green. You know, just it's a lot of stuff out here, man. Like the older you get, it's just a lot of people out here, weird people, and so forth.
You don't want to shield her from too much, and then she don't get the experience. And then once she get that freedom, be out here in the world wilding out.
I want to both of them prepare them for what's out here. You know, everybody out here is not a nice person, and everybody out here is not a bad person.
Right.
But you gotta. Only way they know that, and I honestly know that, like I get it too. Like you gotta experience it. So you know, but I do want to try to let them know before things happen.
Right. Other thing is with something that you had just said, going back from like certain things are better in the old days. Like dating, or the scene now is just so different from back in the day. I feel like a lot of people are missing morals, but they take it as you're silencing their femininity and women empowerment.
Yeah.
Forgive me, don't cancel me, but you don't have to be out here half naked or naked. Like the lingerie as an outfit, I just don't feel that's just not my cup of tea.
You got every right to that, just like they got, they have every right to dress like
that's
that.
What I'm
it's
saying.
Just your opinion.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate that, bro. It's just like, for a female's birthday nowadays, the number one thing that I see is, how can I be ass naked out here? What see-through can I wear? What can I do to just show off every part of my body and then have to A, blur out my pictures, B, be mad about the comments that are coming through. And I just seen a comment, a video where a female was saying, which I do not agree with. A female was saying you should dress how you want to be addressed, and I totally disagree with that.
Nah, I mean, I disagree with that because, okay, you know my hairstyle. When people see my hairstyle, like even other black people, they feel like, oh, he's a thug, he into something. I don't want to sit down beside this guy.
Right.
But you know, that doesn't mean I can't be as smart as you,
right,
or smarter than you. Like
judging a book by a cover.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like, okay, she can dress how she wants to dress. I have an opinion. I can voice whether I like it or not, but that's not my daughter. I'm not going to control you. Right. She might not like that I don't wear suits. Respect. But I'm not going to go put on the suit till I feel like wearing the suit. Like, that's just, you know, you can't. As men, I'm just going to say, you know, we got to stop that. Like, oh, she's dressing half naked, I'm going to approach her that way.
Yeah, no, I didn't agree with that at all.
It's a contradiction because, like, if your sister go out there like that, you're not going to go for that, bro. Like, you know, nobody's going for that. Your little niece go out the house like that. Then, of course, you don't even want to see another man approach her, but you know in the back of your head she going to get approached, but, like, you don't want her being approached like she's just anything either.
Yeah, like you got people looking at her like she a piece of meat and shit like that.
Just that is a no-go for me.
I don't know, bro. Adapting with time, like over time, that's where you look back and you say, "Damn, this has changed so much," and it's just like you just gotta go with it. You gotta go through it. Yeah. You have to, like, it's no stopping time because it's not just one generation that's gonna happen. That is gonna happen with it. I'm pretty sure in time something else is gonna happen. Yeah. Just like with like the LGBTQ community, like. Back then, it was just so freely that you could just say anything. Now it's like
you can't bring, like they talking about rebooting Boondocks. You might as well go ahead and cancel that right now because so they're going to be on there saying something, somebody's going to get offended, okay?
I'm glad you said that. Like, those two of my favorite shows, Boondocks and Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make it. And those shows were ahead of its time because sometimes they alluded to things that, like, happened, like, recently or happening now.
Yeah.
Like, remember the chicken shortage episode on the Boondocks?
Yeah.
And you see
But that's just like what The Simpsons, like The Simpsons and Family Guy, they always end up doing that.
They allude to things that happen. And it's like those shows wouldn't make it into today's society because everything is canceled or
the cancel culture is so crazy, but it's just like they cancel people just for them to turn around and be right back uncanceled. You can't sit here and be like, oh yeah, well this person is canceled, all right, but I'm still gonna listen to their music, or I'm still gonna wear their clothes and wear their shoes. Contradiction for myself. I had to get me a pair of Kanye West shoes because I just had to see what they was like. I'm not a fan of Kanye just off his mental turns me off completely after the shit that he just been doing when Trump was in office. Now he says that he was just doing that just to get on his side, just to get, what did he say, get people out of jail or something?
Yeah.
But I just feel like he sold that way too well.
I'm gonna say this though, bro. Like, for instance, I'm just piggyback off what you said. Basically, like, okay, LeBron has been my favorite player for years, right? Now, I still wore Kobe's or Kobe paraphernalia.
That's nothing.
But it's like people feel like, oh, you're a LeBron fan. Why you wearing those? People, especially cancel culture, they like to pretend like you can't support somebody's work or body or respect their body of work.
Yeah.
Like okay, like with the Yeezys. You can have 50 pair of Yeezys. That doesn't mean you agree with everything he says. And you could strictly, hey, I like his shoes. I feel like I like his shoes, like me.
Yeah, I just don't agree with him as a person.
Yeah, like all of us with Jordans, bro. I'm never gonna start wearing Jordans. Do I agree with everything the man says and does? Hell no. I don't, bro. But like, you can support his artwork or the things he got going on with the shoes. That doesn't mean, but it's like being in a couple with a person. You're with the person, but do you agree with every damn thing they say and do? No, you don't.
Nah, you don't want to be no yes man.
Yeah, it's like
when everything's all good.
Yeah.
How you gonna know how to handle each other when one thing goes bad?
Healthy disagreement.
Yeah.
Like people feel like, it's childish. Like, oh, I thought you was my friend. Yeah, okay, we're friends, but like I might not air you out in front of everybody, but I can tell you, hey, bro, you wrong right there, right?
Yeah.
You my man. I'm gonna ride with you when it's going on, but I'm gonna tell you, hey, bro, you can't be doing that, bro. Like,
I hear that all too much, bro, because it's just like, how do you know that this person is wrong? Dead ass wrong, and then you go, hey, yeah, I know that person was wrong, but I wasn't going to disagree with them. Not in front of you. One, not in front of your face. For two, because that's my friend. That's the most self-destructive shit that you can do. All you're doing is further uplifting their downfall. Like, you just stacking the chairs higher just for them to fall on their ass. It's no reason for that. If a person is wrong, just be like, hey, look, bro, I get where you going with it. Not this time.
What you want to tell you for yes, man?
Yeah, yo. But, I mean, I can't call it. Back to your LeBron comment.
Oh my God, here come the disrespect, man.
I ain't even gonna disrespect that man, bro, but the NBA are some whores, bro. Like, how does this man violate the coronavirus policy that y'all stood up and just suspended James Harden for? James Harden was in Atlanta, was he not?
Yeah, but he got warnings, though.
James Harden was in Atlanta, was he not?
Yeah, but
was everything open?
But he got warnings.
Was everything open?
But he got warnings.
That's not the question, though. So the reason why LeBron is not getting suspended or any type of thing happening in his case is because the coronavirus threat level. If we're talking about threat level at this point, Atlanta was open.
Hey, man, favoritism. I ain't gonna lie, it's favoritism, man. But, look.
At some point in time, you gotta take a stand and fucking step on LeBron, bro. He is not the king. Okay, that's his name. But he's not the literal king of the NBA, bro. Y'all the NBA.
He's just the face of the NBA right now.
Fuck that nigga.
I mean, I'm just being real, man.
I don't mean to hate on another black man, and I'm not hating on that man,
No,
but it's just
sports-wise.
it's sports wise. It's petty,
It's not
bro.
wrong with that, bro. Sports-wise.
It's hella petty. Y'all make this man the staple boy of the NBA, and then he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
To their credit, though, they are pushing Zion to be the face, but like, you know, Zion still does. They
Nigga,
push.
fuck
Are
Zion.
they not pushing him? Are they not pushing him?
No, fuck him.
Oh, they pushing him. I mean, it's on him. They pushing Luke out there, and Giannis, like they pushing him.
For what though, bro?
I mean, they trying to push, bro.
So okay, so once again, we're talking about the adapting.
Yeah.
Nigga,
I mean,
it ain't nothing to adapt to. Zion will never live up to that.
damn.
LeBron has set the bar. Fine and dandy. But do you really want to talk about who's the best in the NBA right now?
Oh my God, bro.
Who's the best NBA player right now walking the streets? Slim
LeBron,
Reaper.
bro.
Slim
LeBron.
fucking Reaper.
LeBron.
Kevin Durant. Come on, bro.
He's the best scorer.
Give my man his props, bro.
I did. He's the best scorer.
Bruh, okay. Let's take flopping away from LeBron. Let's take flopping away. Let's put LeBron and KD at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm. Why you putting
No.
I'm gonna let you finish
'Cause-
the turn.
Exactly. Let's put LeBron and KD at the free throw line.
All right, but that's like me saying we know who the much better free throw shooter. Okay, let's put K. Let me flip it in LeBron's like.
We can put him at the 3-point line.
No. Who gonna let LeBron come? Let KD come down the court and run the offense like LeBron does. He can do it, but is it
I was about to say,
smooth? Is
yes.
it smooth with the
Yes.
passes?
Yes.
Who's the best passer in the league right now?
I was about to say, don't even ask me, bro, because I could.
You know who it is.
I watched this NBA season. I have watched 2 whole games.
Oh, damn, bro. See, look, I ain't been watching every game either, but look,
Hey.
we ain't gonna walk our head off about the NBA though.
Hey, nah, bro. I had to go there, bro, because you talking about adapting with times, but the game has changed. You got Dame that's shooting half-court shots. You got Steph that's shooting anywhere on anybody.
That's my favorite player.
You got KD that's pulling up on any and everybody. You got LeBron that can go downhill, but he rather fucking flop and act like a little whore. You got Giannis that's taking 2 steps from the 3-point
I got an explanation. Times have changed, man. That's how they calling it. You gotta adapt. I'm using his word. You use your opponent's words to kill him. Times have changed. I mean, get out the way. He can't flop if you move. Get out the way.
What you mean, bro? A nigga can literally play defense, straight up and down defense, and he's still going. You the biggest man on the court. If you want that recognition, you should literally go out there and play hard nosed bully ball like your persona. You can literally go downhill and dunk on anybody like he did Nurkic that game.
Yeah.
Why do you not do that? Now, of course, your body's going to take wear and tear.
You just answered it. But look, we going to finish that, though. We going to finish that off camera. But, like, okay. You said with the voicemail thing.
Times have changed with that. Like, how do you feel about somebody? Would you rather somebody text you or call you?
It depends on who it is.
What type of person are you? Let's start there. Let's start from the base. Come on, Kevin. Come to me, Kevin.
I'm a Gemini, so I could be either way.
Oh, God. Don't bring astrology into this, bro. Jesus.
It depends on who it is. Like, I get told I usually answer every phone call. Like,
is that a problem?
Nah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know, but it depends on who it is. Like, if you know we tight, you can call anytime. You can call 4 o'clock in the morning. If you tight, I mean, things might, bro, you might need help. It might be, what if it's mental health and you really need to call?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah. If it's a case of emergency.
If I see the drink, yeah, what's good, bro.
Don't be drunk calling me, bro.
Don't be playing and shit. Yeah, because I'm like, bro, I see the mom, nigga, but if it's something really wrong, how do I know? You don't know till you pick up the phone, or at least, yeah, bro, what's good? I mean, if that's just my right mind, but it depends on who it is. But let's just say, I don't have a problem.
Side note.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say somebody called while you're in the middle of the claps.
Right, I'm not answering. Sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
Right, you no.
So nothing comes in between claps, but something could interrupt your sleep.
If the baby crying or something.
No. I'm talking about somebody calling you. What if it's the same call, But it's during the day. Hey, bro, you my last resort. Like, I need this call right now. But you in class. But you don't even
text me. I told you. That's why
you ain't even gonna check your phone though.
Text.
But you're not gonna check it, bro. You're middle class.
Maybe I speed up. If I look, that's why I say it. That's why I say it depends on who it is. Oh, all right, this bro. All right, speed up real quick. If it's just a person I don't talk to that much, yeah, they can wait. Like if I see that Apple Watch always on.
This nigga said, let me check my calories that I just burned this morning.
Okay. Hit that button.
Go ahead, get back to it.
No, it doesn't really matter. I'm not bothered either way. Now I wouldn't have a problem with somebody leaving a voicemail. I don't have a problem with you. All right, this is funny, man. I don't have a problem with you emailing me, DMing me on Facebook. None of the Instagram. None of that shit bothers me. Like, I don't care. I don't see why it's a problem. I mean,
so it wouldn't be a problem if somebody leaving your voicemail.
Maybe she feel like I'm that special. Maybe she really got something to say. I guess. Don't leave me 50 fucking voicemails like geeking.
I wasn't even just talking about a female. I'm just saying period. Like voicemail period. Yeah, like just period.
You can leave a voicemail. I mean, like I said, don't leave 10 of them saying the same thing or oh yeah, where you at, bro? Where you at? Like
I've been calling you.
Yeah, have something to say. Hey, yo, bro.
All right, so hold on. Pull up.
Mm-hmm.
Text.
Mm-hmm.
Call. FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones? Label those 1 to 4. Like
this with a female is dating?
Nah, just period, bro. Just period. We only got to talk about nothing dating, bro. I'm just saying. If somebody is calling you or somebody needs to get in touch with you, would you rather them pull up on you? Would you rather them text you, call you, or FaceTime you?
Just FaceTime me. So
all right. So FaceTime is number 1.
Yeah, FaceTime me. Let me know. Because maybe if you need to pull up, and I know to get dressed, or I know that we can meet somewhere.
So text is after.
Text me. Call me. If I don't get to text the time, like if you text me and
pull up
it's last. That urgent, pull up last. Because what if I'm not there? Or what if I'm in the cheeks or something like that? But then
what if I'm busy?
At the door. Yeah, you looking at the door. Or what if I got the kids that day? You know you got the kids and it's like, yeah, but I not right now, bro. They napping. Not today.
Well, for me, I don't mind, bro. I'll let you know this right now, bro. My voicemail box is always 1 or 2 voicemails away from being full.
Wait, see, you don't check your joints?
No, I do, bro. I went through all of them. I just don't be deleting them joints. I don't know why.
Me neither.
Because you never know when you got to go back in. Ooh. But I just feel like if you're going to call me, you can call me. You can leave a voicemail if you want to. You can text me, FaceTime me, pull up. Well, pull up last. After you done exhausted all things.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm telling you?
Yeah, like don't pull up. What if I'm not there? What if something going wrong? Like, Lord forbid.
Or I'm just busy, bro. Or I take that back. Majority of the time, I'm asleep. Okay? I work overnight, 12-hour shifts. If I don't text you and I don't call you, it's because I'm asleep. Don't come knocking on my door if I'm asleep.
Times have definitely changed. Like, again, let me ask you this, though. When was the last relationship or female that you booked and it was in person? Like how we grew up. Like how we grew up. Like you know how hey, bro, I bet you don't go smile at it. When the last time that happened? You gonna laugh when I get your answer.
It was in person?
Mm-hmm. The last time you went in person and got somebody. It's gonna tie in with how times change. Watch.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't even.
Yeah, like the last time.
Bro, for one, let's put this into perspective. I don't shoot my shot, bro. I'm that guy that if we lock eyes and we acknowledge what it is, okay, then we meet up in the middle. What's good? You know, I seen you looking at me. That's that. It's acknowledged right there in that moment. If we lock eyes and you playing games, damn, it was nice to see Shorty. And I'm kicking boots.
See, I suddenly like before I take my shot.
Look, I mean that's the most you can give.
Before I take my shot, I'm gonna get to my spot. You know, I'm gonna get down to my spot first. I'm gonna look at the court. Okay, let me get in my spot first. I'm not pulling up from. I'm not Stafford down, bro. I'm precise with my shit. Like, I'm not pulling up from all it doing dumb shit. I'm gonna get comfortable. I'm gonna get set. I know exactly where I want to shoot from. I'm not shooting from out there, bro. I'm gonna get where I need to go first. You know, so I'm going to take a little subtle. You know, you do subtle shit like with Shawnee, like for instance.
Was it in person?
It was on IG.
We talking about in person,
and I usually lie though. I usually lie on like, I ain't gonna lie. I usually lie and I always get, I bother. I be lying like, you want to smack at me, but no. I peeped her like for like a whole week. I'm gonna say something to her. And I went to her page, scoped, like this. How I was taking my little subtle shots. I was like on old pictures.
Mm-hmm. Bro, people are now. I'm gonna comment on that.
Slid up, right? I'm like, all right. Next time she posts one, she posted something like, as far as relationships, it was like a relationship post, and I said basically like, you looking for a relationship, and she said, to answer your question, she said to answer your question, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just looking for, basically I'm looking for a friend. And blase.
To knock down them cheeks.
Well then, nah, she ain't say that. So then, I baited off of that.
Respect.
And then we just, I'm waiting, you know how females are. They be trying to lead you on, then
they spend the shit out of you, boy.
I'm like,
hey.
Man, I ain't gonna give her too much, but then we started just flowing back.
Hey.
She did play with me though. Like, she gonna try to play.
Spend culture is vicious. Tell a nigga no. Mm-hmm. Tell a girl no. Look, I'm not with none of that. If they persistent, block list.
Yeah.
Block their ass. Look, I done told you, I done gave you some time. You not getting it, so I'm not even about to allow you to slide. Yeah, but do not play with these people's emotions. You out here like, yeah, I flirt. I'm the flirt. Mm-hmm. But once it come time to link, you won't hear from me. Yeah. What's your purpose? You build that. You build it.
You know why? They be bored, bro.
They
just bored. They want to see how far I could go.
They know the attention, bro.
Basically, bro, after that, she did play with me in a way. Like, I ain't get her numbers in like a whole week. I'm DMing her for a whole week.
Like that.
But I wasn't tripping. But now answering my question though. Last time I got something that bro, I was little, I was young. Cause that's how you know times change. Like my father's like, why you find a woman off of Instagram? I'm like, that
it be like that.
I mean, it's different.
That's times now.
And had I seen her in person, I would have went smack. But it just didn't develop that way. You know what I mean?
Can you agree? Social media is AKA dating app.
It can be.
Twitter is the biggest dating app.
You auditioning. Especially when you're single, you auditioning, bro. Like, you get a little laugh here and there. You auditioning, bro. It's just, that's another way that time has changed. Like, it can be awkward, because it can be awkward going smack, like, through social media. It can be awkward, too.
It's just hard to tell with people nowadays. No, back to you. Mm-hmm. Talking about you was liking old pictures, bro. People find that shit creepy, my boy.
I had to get attention, man.
Nah, dog. Girl, look, bro, I peep Twitter, bro.
Work for me, sir.
Listen, I peep social media. Females be like, when niggas like all my pictures, I fucking hate that shit.
I ain't say all that.
Nigga, do you know how?
You know what that mean? Oh, so he scrolled all the way down there, like 2 old joints. Right, she's not going to notice if you like the recent one first, because everybody liking the recent one. Then you going to fall in line with them. She's not going to notice that.
Nigga, you going to stand up regardless of liking a picture.
Old.
Nigga said,
it's the old. Okay.
Hey,
work my way up. If I like the recent one, you going to fall in line with the rest of everybody. Then she probably be like, oh, okay. That's one of them just when you know.
For all that, you might as well just drop a comment.
When you just posted the joint, she going to be like, especially once she just posted, she gonna look. You know how it is when you just post something. You like, I'm gonna let these drinks add up. I ain't gonna keep looking open my phone. Then females 500 likes, 800 likes.
This is how you. If you gonna stand out, drop a comment.
I like the olds.
Nigga said.
Now hopefully they go on your page and like something back. Boom. Okay.
Or they just slide in your DMs. Like,
Bro, I don't remember the last time I done went smack. I'll tell you the story how I met my baby mother. My youngest daughter's baby mom. My youngest daughter's mom. So, graduated high school. I'm at a Potomac friendly game at Potomac. Powerhouse in the Valley.
Football or basketball?
Basketball. I mean, that joint cool and sitting up in the stands, but, you know, chilling. And I see Shorty at the scores table looking at me. Lie to you not, bro. To this day, she will not acknowledge that she was staring at me.
See, they be winning.
She's staring at me. So I see her nudge her friend. Woo, woo, she get the whispering. Her friend turned around and looked at me. I'm talking to my shorty behind me. Not my girl, my sister. My shorty behind me. I'm like, hey, shorty down that joint look cute. But she reminded me of somebody that went here. I was like, she reminded me of Adamo because they got the same walk. She was like, oh, that's so-and-so. I know her. That's my little cousin. Woo, woo. I'm like,
okay.
Say less about the slide. You did. End of the game come. I walk to the bottom of the bleachers. I see her walk out. She walking back. She's staring me down, just walking.
Yeah.
I'm standing on top of the bleachers. Now, I will not lie to you, bro. I'm a nervous, shy guy. I was a little scared. Bruh. So she walks up, and it finally just, like, slipped out. I was like, what's good?
Your voice cracked?
No, it didn't even crack, bro. It was just like, I didn't even realize I was holding my breath because she was walking towards me, and I'm focused. Like it went to the moments where you just, like, everything's in slow motion. And it's like, boom, boom.
You shouldn't say nothing down.
Boom. Nah, and then once she got, like, directly in front of me, we face to face, and I was like, I'm looking down, and I'm like, it was good. And she was like, hey. And I booked her. And then we ain't talked. We fell off.
You skipping dialogue.
Nah.
Hey.
I said it was good. She was like, hey. I was like, yeah, so I seen you staring at me. She was like, no, you were staring at me. I was like, look, how about this? How about you give me a number? I text you when we get to talking. I did not. She gave me her number, but I did not text her until the next time I seen her, but it was like 2 weeks later. No, it was maybe like a month later when Friendly played Potomac.
Why were you stalling, bro?
You want the real answer?
Yeah. I'm just asking questions. People want to know. The internet want to know.
So I still had a girlfriend.
Oh, you wild dog. Don't answer that, bro.
I still had a girlfriend. But it wasn't even nothing like that. Like, I told her off rip. I was like, look, when I did see her, she was like, why you ain't text me? I was like, my bad, I'm going to text you today. So I texted her and I told her, I was like, yeah, look, I got a girl. She was like, all right, you know. So then we stopped talking for a little while. Like, we was talking, boom, 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 and then we fell off. And then I seen her Black Friday. We reconnected, fell off again. And then I hit her up on her birthday, and she called me. She was like, what's your number? She called me. Okay. And then that's how we got in touch with each other.
So what was the phone call? Like, stop out.
Nah, she was like, I ain't heard from you in a minute.
Oh, okay, it was one of them.
Yeah, it was
the intellects want to know, man.
It was chill, bro. It was chill, bro. It wasn't nothing too dramatic or anything like that. But my question to you is back to what we was talking about earlier.
Yeah. When
I said with the texting and how times have changed. How many unread messages you got in your phone right now? Text messages.
Right, Sean get from the first phone we had when we first met. Probably like 197.
But why?
Sometimes it'd be like. All of them are not text messages. Sometimes it's like Uber sending you some.
Oh, yeah.
Like
so promotion.
Stuff. Yeah, little promotion. But some joints, like I had messages from 2015 that I just didn't open. It'd be like people saying okay, like dumb shit. Like, okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, you just like, bro. You know, you just.
So it's meaningless conversation.
Yeah, it's like, this person don't want nothing. Like, if we was in mid-conversation, very rarely would I not reply.
Right.
I might forget you for a couple hours. I might forget you for a day. But you know, usually I'm gonna hit you back up. Oh, my bad, bro. I thought I replied.
Right.
Like, you know how it is with kids, bro. Like, you in the middle of replying and I'll be crying. You know, oh shit. And then you leave the joint. You don't do that. And then you leave right there like, oh man. Hey.
Oh, really? As soon as I hit, boom, done.
And you forget to hit send.
Or I just say fuck it.
Or you open up Twitter or something like, you like, and then you forget. But why you asking that?
I'm just saying because that was one of the other things that they talked about. Because they called Shorty on the phone and was like, look, explain to us, like, why. And he was like, well, if you think about it, he stood up from the rest because the rest will be texting you.
Yeah.
And it's unknown numbers. You probably won't even check that. Now this man then called and left your voicemail. Maybe he was just that into you that he trying to stand out. He trying to take you out. He taking initiative.
I feel like with that, there's not. I don't want to say the one, but there's like there's a dude that can get away with that in her eyes. He's just not that person. It's like when you got it, bro. It's like in life, on the field, like 3 people right there, you still come in with the ball. It's just you can't explain it. It's just you got it. It's an it factor.
Yeah.
It's a dude that can probably leave 5 voicemails and she still will look past it. But he's not that.
Or she'll be like that sweet.
Yeah,
he's not that guy.
Right? Like if you're not that person, bro, it don't matter what you do. If you don't have the it for that person,
crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's
craziest thing.
You can be, bro. I've been there. You can be the nicest guy. You can go out your way, and when ladies too, bro, like they feel like the dude was just a bad person, bro. All that effort stuff is nice, but if that's not what they want, or it's not from whom they want,
it's the who part. It's the who part. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, bro. If you're not that person, you know you can have. That's why money's not everything. You can have $50 million. You can have the best college, they might roll with you for a little bit, but that's not gonna keep her, bro. If you don't have that it, you're expendable. Like
I feel like everybody expendable at this point.
And we all are at some point, bro. We all are, but it's just he had it like you said. The next dude, that probably make her fall in love. But he did it, and she probably like, he a geek. I'm stepping off. Like, yeah. Like you ever, you book a drink, and she try to call you the same day.
Okay.
And if you're not rocking with it, you like.
I give you my one story.
Fucking you don't.
I had this one girl. She was super bubbly, bro. I met her in college, and when I met her in college, like I used to be like, damn, she's that cute. She alright, you know. I fuck with her. And then we started following each other on Twitter. Real chill, man. We started following each other on Twitter. So I think I thought that she was talking to a buddy that she used to be flirting with in class, and the whole time she wasn't. So she was just like on my line. We started talking. So she became my girlfriend.
Okay.
She came to see me one day, and I was just like, bro, like, I can't do this, bro. She was just too bubbly for me, bro. Like she was way too.
All over the place.
Yeah, bro. I'm sitting there like, bro, I can't do that, bro. I cannot do this shit, bro. So around that time, I had followed her homegirl.
Oh my god, you didn't do that.
And then me and her had broke up, and then I had slid in her homegirl DMs, and me and her homegirl started dating. And me and her homegirl dated for like 6 months.
Is it going for the friends?
Nothing happened. Me and her dated for like maybe 2 days, bro.
Oh, okay.
It was. We didn't know. I just told you. I said we started dating. She came to see me. That was it.
You know what I heard with 2 months? My bad.
No,
I heard a long time.
Hell no, bro. It didn't even make. I don't even think that it made him like a week or 2.
That was on his future, man.
Relax.
This man just.
It never even. We never went on a date. Nothing, bro.
Okay. It didn't materialize.
Yeah.
It didn't materialize.
I was cooling, bro. I wasn't even choking no shorty like that.
But like, see, and it's like
I dodged a bullet with her though. I say that.
I say it's nothing. It's nothing that she just wasn't. She didn't have it, bro.
I dodged a bullet with shorty, bro. I put it like that, bro. Me and her ended up getting into it one day, bro.
And you couldn't take it.
No, me and her ended up getting into it when she had told my girlfriend at the time something, and I had to address her and her friend about some shit. And she called me, spatting on the phone, talking about something. If she was near me, she was gonna beat the shit out of me. So I gave her my location, and she ain't never come. So
She wasn't gonna do that.
I know she wasn't. And her friend, I had to tell her friend. I had the little girl. Her friend said, "Come here."
But don't drop your location.
No, look, bro. I said, "Come here." She came over there, and I spanked her with some words. Got me fucked up, shorty. And she was like, "I never said that." And then 5 minutes later, she was calling me. "Why would you say something? I told you not to say nothing." Fuck that, shorty. There's some vital information. You dig what I'm telling you?
Jeez. Well,
There's some vital information.
well, hey, man.
Listen,
That's part of the game.
I don't tolerate the disrespect.
It's part of the game, man.
Look, bottom of the line. You dig what I'm telling you?
It's part of the game.
Nah, fuck that. Ain't no part of it.
She
The
ain't
disrespect is. Oh,
No,
okay.
no, I'm saying.
I was ready to say you.
What you did is part of the game.
Oh, hell
She,
yeah.
you know, hey, that come along with it. You talk crazy.
Man, but that is all from us today. Another week of the Intellectual Connect Podcast. Dig. You got your two hosts with the most. You got Kid.
You already know, man.
You got me. And people keep chiming in. Keep telling friends, tell a friend. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share the videos, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't care what you do. Word of mouth.
We appreciate the comments.
Text message.
As always, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Please do not be, y'all know our social medias by this time, man, but like, don't be ashamed to DM us, tweet, whatever. But y'all want
Reach
to
out.
talk about a specific topic or
Drop some topics. If y'all want to hear about something, if y'all want us to do like a question, a Q&A for ourselves, if y'all want more information about us, it don't matter, bro. Send us links. It don't matter.
Most
We all
definitely.
in. So
most definitely. That's exactly where I was going to go, man.
my boy, shout out to the intellectuals for tuning in to another week of the Intellectual Connect Podcast. And we out. We'll see y'all next
Thank
week.
y'all.